Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of June 2025. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Saggy. All right. The overall energy for the reading, the Strength card. There's some stuff going on here. Not super severe, not... It's kind of like a spur of the moment types of things that are like, what the fuck, you know? So I don't understand where they're coming from, but we'll see. So the Strength card is probably here because there could be some challenges for you at this moment in time, here and there, like spread out, not like a fucking train, like a train with missing wagons, you know, like, okay, it's happening now, and then a week later it's like, oh, come on, you know, type of a deal. Starting off the reading, you get the Knight of Wands crossed by the Queen of Wands. Super passionate about something here. Someone is, I think it's you. Super, your fire is like roaring in there. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. Okay. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's what starts it. Maybe that fire is too big. I don't know, because in your focus, the Tower. What'd you do? What happened here? I don't know. Something happens, something shaky, but it doesn't have to be something bad. It's just something that's shaken up for sure. In the recent past, the Empress, it feels like that feels like an energy of kind of aligning with that very nurturing side of you, very caring side of you. It's a good energy, nice energy, unless that's somebody else, but I think it's you. In your Strength, the Devil, okay. That's something about unhealthy energies, but you're kind of giving me a sense of I can, you know, I can catch them on. I can recognize them, which I don't know what that means, in what context. Like, okay. In general, or in regards to something in particular? I don't know. Or is there something unhealthy going on somewhere here? We'll see. In the immediate future, the Two of Swords, yeah, it's that whole reaction to this chain-ish reaction of things where you're like, come on, what the fuck? Come on, universe, what the fuck? You know, because it feels like you're falling off the chain in which things are kind of playing out nicely and grounding, and you're stepping off a little bit where it feels like you're semi-bombarded with not great energies. Not the worst, but not great. Supporting this reading, the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, that's why. The universe sits right there and asks you, well, how do you keep steady through all of that? It almost feels at this point that you're being tested. You know, a lot of crap is going on. How are you keeping steady through all of that? How are you keeping your ground, keeping balanced? You know, letting it all pass. Not hang on to, oh, this happened. Oh, shit, let me hang on to this as an energy. No, just let it pass. It happened. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? It's a done deal. Let it pass. You know? So, yeah, it's about your stability and your balance through all of it. Which I don't know. I don't know how you're doing with this test here, but the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Ten of Swords, kind of giving me a sense of not so well. Not so well. Like, I feel like I'm losing it, goddammit. As I said, I don't feel like this is the worst you've been through. I think you're coming from a place in which it feels like a wavy type of a situation, and you were up high on that wave in which things were going great at some point. And now it's a little bit of a challenging. You're not at the bottom there. You haven't fallen from the top of the wave to the bottom there. You're not swept up by the ocean here. But you're lower on that wave. You're not at the top. You're not riding the wave anymore. For a split second here. And because of that, you might get all caught up in, oh my God, now this is happening. Oh my God, now this is happening. Oh my God, now this is happening. Not realizing you're actually creating that by hanging on to these types of energies. Okay, they're happening. Let it go. It's like one of those, because I have days like that in which I wake up in the morning and I don't know, I do some silly thing, whatever, my routine. I wake up, I drink my coffee, but with even my smallest routine of routines, I spill the coffee or it drops from my hand, and I'm not clumsy. I know I'm not. It's just one of those days. And then if I see a bunch of things happening, within 2 hours of my day, I'm like, oh, it's that kind of a day. Okay. So I accept it. I don't, oh my God, I spilled the coffee. What's wrong with me? I can't even, it depends on how, for me personally, that's kind of how I don't engage with many things in those days. I barely even work. Most times I don't. Because I'm like, no, it's just something's not popping in there. Something's not flowing, so I'm not gonna force this. I'm just gonna, trip when I need to trip and, break an ankle or God forbid, but probably not. It's not that bad, but, I just know it's going to be one of those days. But you're sitting here with everything that's going on and you're like, yeah, I think I'm done. I think I quit. Fuck this shit. I'm not playing this game anymore. This game is no fun anymore. Yeah. It's not going to be. And again, through those types of how you take things and how you kind of feed into these things, you're probably going to make it worse, and you're probably going to keep on attracting these types of, in your hopes and fears, the wheel of fortune. See, there is hope. You're hoping that, hey, I hope I get the fuck out of this wave of whatever the fuck this is. I hope so too. And for the potential outcome, the 9 of Swords. Okay, it gets a little better. It's not the best still, but it gets a little better. You're coming from the 10 of Swords to the 9 of Swords. See, there's hope. There's probably you by this time starting to accept that it's one of those days. Some of you out there are going to be like, it's one of those months. It's one of those years. Okay. Okay. Still, accept it. It is what it is. Sometimes it's going to last. And most times, we make it last. Let's do the Strength card. Let's clarify. The Knight of Cups, the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Cups. It's something that is just like the wave that I described. This could be specific to one particular thing where you're showing me something started off great and then it turned into a shit show. We could either be referring to one specific angle, one specific area of your life here, or are we talking in general here? I don't know yet. But that's the sense you're giving me. Started off great, hopeful, open, everything was good. And then, Okay, let's do the Knight of Wands. The Hierophant, the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands. Whatever it is that you're passionate about here, because I feel like this is you, you're almost not allowing yourself to feel it fully. How passionate you are about this, what it means to you, how you want to approach it with everything you got. Like you're not giving it your all for some reason, but you do feel very passionate about it. Let me do the Queen of Wands. The 8 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the King of Wands. Yeah, and it feels good. It feels like a match, whatever this is. It feels like a 100% match to you. Whether it's a situation or a person, it's like, yeah. So then why wouldn't you open up to it 100% if that's how you truly feel? Because that's how you truly feel. Because there's some overthinking in the way, and that's why. Let's do the Tower. In your focus, the 8 of Pentacles, the Sun, the Page of Cups. Because you're scared. Well, what if I invest in it and open up to it and put everything I got into it and put my energy, my this, my that into it, and then it all turns to shit? Well, that's your fear. What if you do that? Then don't do that. Don't open up. Don't open up. Don't do any of that. Go home, sit, relax. Don't even interact with this thing. It's pointless, right? Then don't open up to it at all. But I like it. Oh, make up your mind. Why are we here on this, earth in these human bodies to experience these experiences? To be scared of them? To not give everything we've got when we got it available, especially? Oh yeah, but if the what if game, really? It's meaningful to you. But I see clearly your fear of, well, I open up to it and it's going to work out great and it's going to be this and it's going to be that, and then who the fuck knows what's going to happen? Exactly. Who the fuck knows? So why wouldn't you open up to it then? Because you don't know. Nobody knows. But don't you want to feel that greatness of this, whatever this is? Whatever happens to it after all. That's the point, for us to open up to these experiences, right? I think that's it. Let's do the Empress. The Three of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Two of Wands. This comes through as a little bit of, is it nostalgia? What is this energy doing here? Because like you're looking way back at a soul connection where you're telling me that was so easy. That was so easy. It was right there. It was like everything about it was, I was so open to that. So then what happened? Because you're showing me that way in the past there, and you're showing me you fully open to it. And I'm like, okay, so from there to here, what happened? Because there's a reason that this shows up here. It's almost a signal that, hey, something happened that's no longer allowing you to fully open to experiences that are meaningful to you, along the way. Something happened. And that's not for me to figure out, because I don't know you all Saggies out there. But, it's for you to start asking some questions. For the Devil in your strength, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Judgment card. So you would rather abandon ship, right? Not have the full experience of something out of fear, right? That's what we're talking about here. I'm scared to experience this because that might happen and that might happen and that might happen, and ultimately I get hurt. Then stay home. Do not expose yourself to any experience out there ever, and see what that does for you. Probably nothing, because again, that's not the purpose of this. Now, what I like about this energy is that it's shown up as if, especially in your strength there, as if you're starting to recognize your own fears. And how you kind of stand in your own way through your own fears from experiencing life fully with everything it's got. So that tells me that if there's acknowledgement there, that means you're starting to work on those fears somehow. And that's why things might show up as challenging now, because fear is going to show up every direction you look into. So that's why things are going to show up like, ooh, what's going on here? Whoa, what about here? Ooh, what was that? Oh, why is this happening? Because fear is out in the open here for you. Whether you acknowledge it or not, it's definitely here. Like acknowledge it fully that, okay, it's present there and it's present there and it's present there. Okay, well, that's good. Let's do the Two of Swords in the immediate future. You get the Empress, the Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles. Why are you Is that the same energy? Why are we playing around this energy? Are you pulling from the memories of... I think so. I think you're starting to work on these fears of yours. And especially, again, looking at that gap of time of the last time you felt like you fully experienced something, whatever, and you were all in. And this time in which you feel like you've got everything it takes to open up, but you're not doing it. And what within that gap has forced you to not show up fully in pretty much all of your experiences? When did it start? What was it? How did it start for you? What blocked you and where? How do these fears show up out of whatever the fuck happened within the gap? The gap being, you've had this soul connection here, which could have been a friendship for all I know. I don't care what it is. But I see you fully open to it. No fear, no nothing. This could have been, by the way, in your childhood. This could have been a relationship to your mother. I don't know. Something where there's full trust and like you feel like you're in a safe space there to be able to open up fully. From there until to now, there's a gap of time, right? What happened and when did it happen that it stopped you from fully opening up to any experience out there? You know? What brought up that fear? What instilled it within you that you carried it through all of this period of time? Because you keep on going back to that. You keep on going back to that and you're searching and you're not finding it. Yet, you're not going to find it right away. You're not, just because you know, kind of figured out that, oh yeah, that gap of time. Okay, let me search now because, you know, I know my life. So I was there. Let me look it up. I'll find it. Maybe you're not ready to find it yet. The acknowledgement itself of that gap of time and of that fear kind of sneaking up on you there and kind of, again, infiltrating within all of your life. That's big. That's big. But that doesn't mean that once you acknowledge that, then, healed. No. Sometimes we're not ready to face those fears. Sometimes we're not ready to find those fears. So I feel like this is one of those, because you keep on going back to this, to that period of time in which you opened up fully, and then you keep on going back and forth within that gap, you know, that connection there and now, that connection there and now, and you keep on searching, scanning, and you can't find it. Again, you may not be ready to find it. As frustrating as that is, sometimes we're not ready, no matter how much we want it. So for the Nine of Pentacles and the supportive energies, you get the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords. Yeah, all you can do is move forward, trust yourself, trust who you are, start to align yourself more and more with that truest version of yourself. But you're saying it's painful to do that because of the gap. The pain that was created through that gap, through that fear that the gap brought up for you, and how you kind of approached pretty much every experience through that fear, created pain. And now it's like, okay, even for me to trust myself, I feel like that's a lot to do. It's painful. Okay, this is interesting, the way this is kind of swirling around here. This is bringing up a lot of healing for you. Or at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if you drop your coffee or whatever the hell you're doing, because it's like, okay, it's taking you places though. It's taking you in deep places here. 10 of Swords for the hidden energies. You get the High Priestess, the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles. You don't trust yourself fully. That's why you feel defeated. You feel like sometimes you tell yourself, I can't, I won't. I don't know how to do that. Whatever. And because you don't fully trust yourself that you've got this, whatever this is, you've got it. Whatever you're dealing with. You know, and if you lose that sight of, I got this, then yes, you're going to feel the reverse of that. I can't, I don't have it. Because I can't and I won't, and you know. So And it's not surprising that you won't trust yourself at this moment in time, especially as you're figuring out that fear has stood in the way of a lot of things for you. But you'll find that. You'll reclaim that. For the Wheel of Fortune, in your hopes and fears, you get the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yeah, you're hanging on the edge of I can't and feeling defeated. And then you have the other alternative. How about if I love myself through this? Even through this crappy energy of I can't and I feel like I've lost it and I feel, how about if I love that part of myself? What would that do for it? I don't know, try it. I think it would do great things, actually. So you're pretty much on a good track here with this one. I think that's the point. To love that part of you in which, to embrace that part of you, because it's still part of you, that believes that you're losing it, that you don't have it, that, I think it will bring it to the surface. I think it will bring to the surface that part of you that says, I got this, but that's just me. For the Nine of Swords in the potential outcome, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, the Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely, you're walking in the direction of a major aha moment for you, which I have no fucking clue what it is, but I think it's kind of going to give you a conclusion to most of what's going on here within this experience, within this healing that's opening up for you, actually. You're as you're searching, still scanning through that gap of time, you're not even seeing it, but you're getting very, very close to a type of moment for you where it's going to hit you. Something's going to hit you. Where, again, I feel like it's kind of bringing it all home or bridging that gap even. But let's see what the universe has. I did not expect this. I thought this was about spilled coffee in the morning and shit like that. This is more than that. From the universe for you, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're doing some work here, but you're looking at a lot of connections. And there's probably one in the center of it all that kind of started this for you, but I feel like you're looking back at all sorts of things, people, situations, all sorts of energies like that you've been connected to. And I think it's to spot those fears within yourself as you were engaged with these energies. And again, it started from one. That opened up the door of this healing path for you, apparently. But cool. Let's do Into the Lonely Woods Oracle for you. Time for healing. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah, it is. Number 16. At times, amidst the travails, I don't know how to read that word, of the world, we find ourselves, it's not travels, it's travails, travails of the world. We find ourselves leaning for the soft touch of the healer, of one who knows the right way to bring back to life the dimming light within our souls. The healer's touch may feel far from you, but if you take a moment and allow the ancient ones to come to you, you will feel a tender hand upon your brow, offering you the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to be restored by this ancient form of blessing and healing, even if human hands are far away right now. Imagine, close those eyes, close those weary eyes, know the ancient ones are with you, and let them reweave the fibers of light that make you into the being of radiance you so truly are. You have entered a path of healing here, whether you planned for it or not. It may have started from just dropping a coffee in the morning or something, on the floor, but I think it's a little more than that. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.